It's my lucky day.
Hello guys, here is Hamuda for another video. And for those who don't know me, I am a Brazilian not pauper but MTG player. And today I'm gonna show my Sunday pauper challenge in a replay mode. And this time I am playing. I played with Rakdos Affinity, differently than yesterday's video that was Grixis. And the reason I am choosing this deck for that challenge, it's because that I'm betting that this deck is faster than the other version, can beat those decks that have a lot of hate cards like Dust to Dust, Revolt the Existence, Gorilla Shaman. So I've tried to be faster than that, doing my nut stuffs. I don't know the word, but playing Frogmite can be good, like Nettle Sentinel and Mono Green, so you can hit for the early game and kill with Atog or Mirror Enforcer. And for that, there's a good card for this version that is better than in Grixis Affinity. That is Wedding Invitation. Because if you see Grixis, you need to use Perfect Prism, right? To add some blue mana, even the other colors. If you have Seed of Synod, you can add red or black, and Perfect Prism do that. So in this version, I don't think you need. You can get Mana Screw, of course. You have 4 Dark Steels, and sometimes you don't draw your mana that you need, right? Like you have a Governing Blast and have Vault of Whispers and Dark Moon's Bridge. You can do that, and with Perfect Prism, you could, but I don't think you need it. So for this reason, I am running 2 Terrariums and 4 Chromatic Stars. I really like Terrarium in these shells right now. As I said, sometimes you can filter mana, you can draw a card, you can pump Atog, you can do damage with Disciple, it's a sacrifice target for Deadly Dispute. It's easy affinity for Mirror Enforcement and now Frogmite. Right. So, and it's a turn 1 play that you really need when you want to be very aggressive, right? So this time we have 4, 7, 9 1-drops that are artifacts other than Disciple. Governing Blast I don't count as a 1-drop because you are not playing turn 1 Governing Blast. Rarely you're gonna do that. Probably against Mono Green. Even Ferriseer you won't kill it. So it's a rare turn 1 play. But those are common plays, right? Chromatic Star, Blood Fountain. And the reason why I'm trying to, and the other reason that I'm trying to do a faster clock, faster game, is with Blood Fountain. That is a easy affinity, 2 for 1 for Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer. And that swamp, I was thinking that I could run a second basic land, because I seen a lot of games that my developing is not being good because I have 5 tab lands. I didn't test yet, but I could see changing this Dark Moon's Bridge for a mountain or another swamp. Other thing I can change is running. If I run another basic land, I guess I would change a terrarium for another Blood Fountain to, I don't know the word right now, I'm forgetting, but compensate, I don't know, compensate this artifact blend, right? Because it do 2 artifacts right here. Okay, I'm running only 1 makeshift munitions because I guess you want, depending on that card in this shell, even fling too, as I posted on Grixis Affinity. So Wedding Invitation is now kind of our win con, our up, with fling and makeshift, of course. But we are gonna see in the replay. Okay. So the sideboard, Sideboard is a little bit different, right? Because we don't have a Hydroblast. So I like to play some more spot removals like Cast Down, even one Diabolic Edit for Boggles or even the Mirror. Cause I have to bring something in the Mirror. Hydroblast is the best card for the Mirror, but we don't have here. So I think we should run some more spot removals. One Makeshift Munition, it's a good card because some matchups you want to bring it. But the meta is so strange that sometimes you don't want that second copy on the main or even game 2 or 3. I never like Duras, never. I don't like Duras at all, but I think you should run it. But not 3 or 4, because every time I Duras my opponent and he has a dust, he automatically draws another one. So I hate that card because it always happens to me. I Duras my opponent, discard his dust, and he draws another one. So I hate that card. But you should bring it, of course. You should run, but not that much. Okay, and it's a good card against some bad matchup. I think it's a bad matchup, Boggles, or even a Roik. So I like the card. Shenanigans, it's not Grudge. Grudge is I guess a little bit better than Grudge, because along the game you don't want to dredge one. You just want to draw your card and not lost your draw. Grudge is a little bit better on this, but I don't have many ways to generate green mana. It's few. It's a few ways to generate that mana, so I don't think I like it. Other thing you can do is just change for Gorilla Shaman. It's a good card right now, because the way you win this game with Gorilla is just delaying your opponent game, killing those few artifact lands that can be destroyed, even the treasure token generated by Deadly Dispute. If you are flooded, you will kill those artifacts too. And I don't know why the invitation is built. So it's a good card right now. I guess it wasn't good in the Sojourner's Companion version, because it was a lot of 4/4s and Gorilla didn't do not wasn't good. So it is it is it. Eh. I'm not gonna cut it. Just trying to give you some laughing. Okay, let's go to the. Okay, here we are in the game 1 against Lolo Polo 2001, and we are on the play. That's very good, and this hand is very powerful, right? You have Cycle, turn 2 add invitation, you can do Blood Fountain, or I can even do, depending what I'm drawing, I can Bridge and Blood Fountain. Next turn, or doing add invitation, that dispute my blood token. Has a lot of potential. Have a lot of potential. So, and it's a mirror. I don't know if that good was if that play was good, because I drew. The important part in this affinity decks is in the early game sequence, right? Because it is easy to win, but it's not that is easy. It's almost always easy, but it's important to sequence here, because if I play Blood Fountain, Bridge, in the following turn I could play another Blood and Weather Invitation plus Mirror Enforcer. So probably the play was Blood Fountain plus Bridge. Let's see. You do Chromatic Star. Look. Deadly Disputed. And he considered the game because he didn't draw a land. Sometimes it's easy, right? You have a good hand and your opponent get money screwed. And I always drew my... When is your day, you have to draw all your cycles against the mirror. You just want to draw your cycles. Let's go to the game 2. So in the game 2, I sided out Fling. Don't know if that's right on this version, because sometimes you need it because you don't have Hydroblast. I don't know. The Harion, Wet Invitation, and 2 Fragmites that I don't cut 4 because I want to be more aggressive than him. So I know the card's not that good in the mirror, but I think 2 is fine. 4 is too much because Mirror Enforcer Ito can easily block. So what I bring against it was 2 Cast Down, 1 Diabolic Edict, and 2 Shenanigans. Let's go. Mulligan, probably. Mulligan. Oh, so this hand. I bottom and cast down. So what is important here? I know I'm bottom and remove a spell, but the only way I win this game, as I say, G1, you want your disciples in this matchup. So I just bottom my remove spells, and I don't care if he develop his game with his creatures. And he mulligan to 6, I guess. Here I'm playing, I guess I'm playing optimal, right? Because I don't have that many black sources, so I'm trying to cast my as I can my colored spells. So here I prefer to Deadly Dispute it, and I get Mana Screw. But both players are having a struggling in the early, right? Deadly Disputing his land, me casting Disciple with Treasure Token, so it's not that good. Oh, he Deadly Dispute again. Galvanic Blast. Here I know it was a risky play, but I don't think I am winning just casting Diabolic Edict on my turn, so I prefer to develop again. And the following turn I can Harion for a black source and do Blood Fountain plus Diabolic Edict. I just have to pray to my opponent don't play another creature, right? So I prefer doing this play. Let's see. Another Deadly Dispute. And he played a Ichor. On Diabolic. Plus Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain 2. And when your opponent is already sacking some lands with his blood token, you know his hand is not that good, right? I try to do my ATUG, leaving the way, and something that I forgot to say. In game 1, I already know that he's playing Rakdos too, because of those bridges that don't have blue mana on it. So he's stepping out. And here I play. Here I have the win, right? Because I drew Galvanic Blast, so I kill Cypel, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, 4, 8, 9 plus Weather Invitation that gives unblockable. So it's my win. And he stepped out, right? So doesn't have any way to kill my Aether. Was a very, I don't know the word, but it was a not good game. Both players get mana screw or even flooded out. I don't know. But I like to win, of course. It was a winning game, so I got happy with that. So it's over. Exactly over. So let's go to the match 2. And I'm playing again against Esokrato. And the Saturday I played against him and then I lost. So I know what deck he's playing, that is Grixis Affinity. I'm on the draw, and this hand is very good because it have Blood Fountain plus Disciple. The only thing I didn't want was to draw another land, but it happened. But anyway, I don't know if the right play was probably the right play was I've just played too fast, but the right play was Chromatic Star, sack for black mana, and do Blood Fountain to guarantee 1 damage. Because I don't know if the following turn he's killing my Disciple. So I have to not enjoy, but you have to crack before he kills it. So I'm trying to remember the word. I will. Makeshift munition. And you're gonna see this was a weird game. You're gonna see it. Crack it, right? Do some damage. Crack the blood token. Okay. Hit for 2. My Needle Sentinel. Lures my Galvanic Blast. Ichor. And I am in 20. I am with 20 life, right? And this is why this card, I won't say broken, but it is very powerful. Very powerful. Because I'm already ahead in the game, and he will need to kill my Disciple against losing his artifacts. So I will gain so much time doing that. You see, he had to deadly dispute his land because he needed to hit my Disciple with his Ichor Spring. So it was a very good tempo. I forgot to crack response, of course. It's a small misplay. I should have cracked response of his Disciple, right? To don't lose a life. But it happens, guys. I guess it's impossible to play perfect during an entire tournament. So here I do Ichor. I don't know. I hope to draw on Galvanic Blast, just that. But I should just play my all black spells. And here you see, right? He didn't crack his treasure token in response of the second Disciple of the Vault, meaning that he need those artifacts. Probably he have Mirror Force in his hand, or even a Thoughtcast needing this treasure token. So I don't know. I don't see he winning this game with 2 Disciple in the game, even if he has makeshift munition, because he had to sacrifice his artifacts. Look, he sacked his Disciple just not to lose his life. Sonic Blast, very good card here. Sack a blood token. Frogmite again. Galvanic. Okay, he hit my Disciple. It's a good trade. It goes to 3. And I have the win here. I just do Disciple. I guess I attack for my Needles. I will call Frogmite for now on Needle Sentinel. they win the game, right? Let's go to the game 2. Let's see what I've made in my sideboard. Same thing, same 5 cards. It works out in the game 1. Particularly against Grixis Affinity. I don't like Pyroblast, but I can see you bringing it. Okay, let's go. That is a good hand. A lot of psyching artifacts and the payoffs. Fragmite is a payoff right now. Fragmite's too strong. I don't know. I didn't Great Furnace plus Chromatic Star because I couldn't cast Mirror Enforcer, so I preferred to do a bridge, right? And if it was game 1, I probably would Great Furnace plus Chromatic Star, because if I draw like Dark Steel, I would play another untapped land. I have ways to filter my mana to black, but anyway, it was a good play doing bridge. As I've said, I prefer already crack. I know I have Atog in my deck to pump it, but I don't think I should wait for it. Oh, look, I'm cracking all my stars just to do some damage. Gorilla Shaman, makeshift. My one makeshift munitions doing some work. I hit for 4, he blocks, 2 damage. He cracked his blood fountain. I can't figure out what is his hand when the player with 5 cards, yeah, 5 because 1 is Gorilla Shaman. He had 5 cards in his hand and the only play was cracking blood fountain for 2 creatures. I think he had like 3-4 lands and maybe a Hydroblast, and Hydroblast wasn't a good play. The make I don't know. No, Hydroblast would be a good play. I don't know what was his hand. So here I Diabolic Edict, play Mirror Enforcer. He cracks Deadly Dispute. He cracks weak Ichor Spring, and Gorilla Shaman does nothing, right? And I win the game with my fellow Nedo Sentinel and Cypher. As I said, if you are seeing that, Cypher just winning my game. So okay, here you are in the game 3. That will be the most bizarre game. You're gonna see it. I remember it's fresh on my mind. It's fresh. Okay, let's go. Good hand on the play. Okay, go. Dark. I always forget. Draws Forge Bridge. Okay. My opponent is playing Traven Spectre. Okay, Wed Invitation. I am always afraid of Seeker of the Way. I really thought before playing this Mirror Enforcer, I was very afraid of he do Journey of Nowhere and hit me for 4 and gain some life. I guess in this in my shell in red black, you don't want your opponent gain life because it's harder to seek for fling because you don't have Thoughtcast. So I don't think I want to see him. I never want to see him gain life, but particularly in this shell, it's harder for you. I was already afraid of he playing Dust to Dust main deck because he's 2-0, so I don't know if he won against 2 Affinities, because it's the only that deck. I hit for 4, it's the best play here. Don't know why he chumped it. He faithless looting. Discarding 2 lands. Squadron Hawk. And he bolted me. Okay. Here, I know it is good to add invitation for unblockable, because he will have a lot of blockers with Bully. Right? Probably next turn he can do Battle Screech and flashback it. But I don't know if I want to lose my lands, because I have the perfect play next turn with those 4 lands, Ichor plus Deadly Disputed. So the first thing I will do, I could just trade, but I don't know. I don't think that's a good play to trade it. I prefer to lose my 2 artifacts, and I know that I will lack some artifacts for Red Invitation and kill with Fator, but I don't think I need right now, so I will do a different play. I crack it first, didn't draw a land. Don't know what I'm sacking. I'm sacking Red Invitation. Here I draw of course I will draw a cycle. The thing is, at least game 1, you can trust Mirror Enforcer to win the game. You can trust. He didn't show me any dust to dust, so Mirror Enforcer is enough to win this game. They don't have Galvanic Blast for it, just Lightning Bolt. They can have some copies of Abrade. Journey, of course, they have, but probably won't want to journey my Aether, so I prefer to let Mirror Enforcer on the board. Let's see what it's doing. Okay, Battle Screech. I guess it's Lightning Bolt here. I crack it. I prefer to do that 1 damage. Probably will do with the Herion too, of course. 14. Okay. I crack my Dark Steel. And I guess he cannot win anymore this game, because all turns he have to block my creatures. He even do that play that do nothing, right? I just don't care sacking my lands right now. After doing +2 Fragmites, I guess it's GG. Let's see. Yeah, he just conceded because he realized that there's nothing to do right here. Let's go to the game 2. Okay, that is the part that I think I will lose the game, because there are a lot of good cards against Meeple's side. So I cut 1 Blood Fountain, because a lot of his removals are actually remove exile, remove from the game. So Blood Fountain is not that good. I prefer to cut Blood Fountain over Terrarium, because Terrarium fix my mana filters, right? So I prefer Wed Invitation and 2 Fragmite. I don't know if it's right to cut Fragmite, because it's not that bad against Bully, because it hits it won't be a 2-3 to block it. It will only be Seeker of the Way. Of course, Seeker of the Way can block well doing some spell, but it's not every time that he have. Against Traven or 2 Hawks, it's not that bad. Wide Invitation, because I don't know if I will have that much artifacts for a killing, unblockable killing. And I bring 2 Duras, one I forget. Well, I forget. It's not Helic, it's Fire Cannonade. Another card. What is the other one? 2 Duras. One makeshift munition that was on my sideboard. I really like this hand because I have a lot of lands. And I think can dust to dust my lands. Go on. And my opponent just I've already played with that this opponent, and he's like to do aggressive faithless looting. He really like it. I guess he's just searching for my removal artifact, right? Because he's discarding a lightning bolt that is not that bad. And here I didn't know that Bully was playing that card. You see the meta is degenerated when even Bully is playing that card. It's not familiar or Max who blue white evoke. It's Bully. They have access to red for Gorilla Braid, but they prefer to play Revoke Existence. So now they have double white, and I'm really afraid of it. So I just pass. I don't want to do anything. Look at his hand, and this is when the game goes badly for me, because we are seeing that I have 2 Dark Steel Citadel. Just revoke it, and now probably game over. And I drew another one. And Faithless Looting is doing a lot of work for him. Discarding some lands. Yes, I can't beat it anymore. He's lightning bolting my disciple. Great Furnace, okay. I just trade, okay. ATOC. I sack my ATOC to kill a bird token, and then I sack my Dark Steel, and they then just abrade it. He's waiting for me to tap in for tapping out. And I drew all my Deadly Dispute. Sad. Let's go to the game tree. Okay, on the game tree, let's see if I change anything. Oh, I've changed. I want to be more aggressive. So what I thought, I never have that many artifacts to fling my opponent. I know fling is very good against almost any deck, but I saw so many hate cards that I don't think I can fling my opponent. I will feel very behind if I have a fling on my hand instead of any artifact. So I really think that things not that good post sideboard, at least against this Arcan Mag build. I don't know. So I thought Frogmite was better than Fling, at least in this matchup. Let's see. Mulligan. And here is the hand. That is the card against Bully. It's not Duras. It's not anything else. It's Fire Cannonade. Because your opponent kill your artifacts and kill you with a lot of 1/1. I don't know if I can say, but it's like shitty creatures, and you just fire coordinate to gain a lot of time. So I really like this card against the bully. So I bought on a Disciple. I want to try develop my artifacts. I just don't know why he's playing Sacred Cat against me. But okay. Upgrade my land. Blood Fountain. I just don't want to show my red source. That's why I do my Great Furnace. Cause I know if I play my... What was the problem here? If he untapped and do dust to dust to my both lands, I only would have Great Furnace. So I don't know. I can see I would probably untap and do at least one Mirror Enforcer, but I don't think it was a good play. And he did a tapped source. That was a problem. Got a Screech. Or let's the Frogmite winning line. Because I had the perfect affinity for +2 Mirror Enforcers. +1 Mirror Enforcer. Voted one of them. He really got some time thinking on, I guess, on his second looting. Let's see the time. Yeah. I don't know why he takes so long. Why he took so long choosing what to discard. But what I've thought that when look at this. Let's see one thing. When he do that attack, for me it's obviously that he had Rally the Peasant. That was it. Rally the Peasant. So I instantly fire Cannonade because I will do next turn anyway. And if I draw a land, I can Blood Fountain for my 2 creatures and cast it. Oh, exactly, right? 3 + 3, cast and flashback it. And he drews a Gorilla Shaman, and I drew my 4 Mirror Enforcer for the win. You just beat your opponent with your Mirror Enforcers. Never saw an Aether. Never. Aether would be a good creature in this scenario. And I have Wed Invitation, right? I can just give unblockable to one of them and win the game. I win the game 3-0. 3-0. Let's go to the match 4. Round 4 against Sarlanga. I don't know what he was playing, but it's Black-White Pestilence. I keep this hand. I'm on draw. I don't know. I guess I was afraid of hate, main deck hate, right? A lot of people are playing, like Duras and Duras. They were always playing, I guess. But uh, but yeah, I played around Duras because my only good card with those cards was Chromatic Star, so I think I have to play it right now, not losing my affinity. I know Makeshift Munitions is very good against him, but I just can't cast it right now. I played my Frogmite, of course. Oh, it's that good. that he prefers to castigate it. I don't know how to say it. I guess castigate it. my my makeshift munitions. Then my wet invitation that gives me affinity for those two mirror enforcers right now, or even mirror enforcer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect affinity again. So my Needle Sentinel is very good. Or I'm being lucky, I don't know. Okay, he cast down it. Draw another Frogmite. You saw that I generate a red source with my Chromatic Star. And just Galvanic Blast, because I don't have Great Furnace or even Bridge, Red Bridge. So I prefer just to Galvanic. I've said on the other games that I like to instantly crack my Chromatic Star with Cyple, but this time I don't have any fixing anymore. So I prefer to, if I draw another Galvanic Blast, I couldn't cast it. So I prefer to let this Chromatic Star here and wait for it. Cast down it. Another tap. A lot of tapped lands. Crack for a head. Don't know if that's right. Hit for 5. And it's GG. You see, if though I don't know if these cards were probably Thoughtcast and here Perfect Prism. I don't know how different would be this game. But the thing is, those Frogmite kinda helped me winning this game a lot faster than usually. So I'm really liking, right? So let's go to the game 2. So pause side. See if wait a minute. Okay. So pause side. I just bring, what did I bring? Uh, 2 Duras. Just 2 Duras. Shenanigans, I can see Shenanigans 2. I guess 1 Shenanigans is okay. But I don't know. Even Diabolic Edit, I guess you could ring against Guardian. Don't know if it's necessary. And 1 Makeshift instead of Fling. Again, because those white color has a lot of good cards against artifacts. Keep this hand. So this time I prefer to start with Duras. If he have, I already played in the match before a guy who played Revoke Existence turn 2, so I just play around it, doing Duras instead of Chromatic Star or Disciple. I know I have 2 black cards, and this is not helping me casting those, but Dura is a black card too, so I don't think it's that bad. For me, his hand is very bad, because Chainer's Edict gains time, but it's not winning. So I prefer to discard Night Whispers that can search for Dust to Dust or Despise, and I don't know. To his bounce land, I go for probably Ichor, yes. Draws a land, okay, really good. So I know he draw a Kabira. Okay, he's hitting me for 1, of course I won't block it. Prefer my Cycle, so I do another one. Enforcer. Do 1 damage, 2 damage doing my... I do 8 up, okay. Very strong turn. I know his hand. Chainer's Edict do nothing here. And I have a Blood Fountain against those 2 removal spells. That's a lot for this deck. So he Chainers, and I just sack my Disciple. Because here Mirror Enforcer hit him well, right? He can't block with Guardian. And he really had it. I don't know if there's a group of guys saying play Revoke Existence plus Dust to Dust plus, no, I don't know. It's a lot of cards. So I sack for 8 up. because I don't want this card getting removed. Exiled, right? Not remove it. Exile it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I was losing. If I sack my Blood Fountain for Mir and Disciple, I couldn't cast any one of those cards, so I prefer to Deadly Dispute to see what I was drawing. And I drew a lot of good cards. Frogmite for his next Chainer's Edict. I guess that's the winning, right? Let's see. I sack my Blood Fountain. Let's see. I will top deck the best card I can draw. I sack my token for another Disciple. Sack equals. I sack my Ecorel Spring, hoping to draw exactly Vault of Whisper. So now I Vault of Whisper for Blood Fountain, and I have exactly 9 artifacts on the board, and I can sack all of them to deal 18 damage. And it's GG. It's a really good matchup. He need Dust to Dust turn 3 to win this game. He can't win this game if I'm not Money Screw. So let's go to the round 5. So round 5 I'm against Rob. Thanks. That's it. Okay. Mulligan. Keep. The right play is to bottom bridge, right? Because you don't want to on the draw you don't want to play tap lane, and he's playing Affinity. So even more you don't want to do tap lane. You want to do more untapped lanes. Here I prefer to Blood Fountain. You play Prism, okay. Another bridge, Bavarian. 3, 4, 5 artifacts right now. And this play it's very strong on the mirror on turn 3. On the play on turn 3 this is very good. Because I don't have any good way to deal with it. I can deal, but it's not that good, right? Double block it. Not that good. So I just have to accept it. I will probably double block it, and I have a Galvanic Blast for it. I just don't know why he's practically doing Galvanic Blast instead of waiting me for a double block. Because if I don't have Galvanic Blast and did a double block, I will get so it will be so disaster for disaster. I don't know. Sometimes like that, guys. I just kill it because I think I have to. I just think I in the mirror match you want to be with 20 life points, want to be, because it's easy to do like 15, 14, 16, but 20 it's not a long game. It's not that easy to do 20 damage out of no way. I don't know. It's not that easy. And now I'm winning. Is with 19 lives and I am 20, so I'm winning this game. That's what I think. Instantly Galvanic Blasted. I will sack my Disciple instead of Blood Token. We have another Gear Seek. So I Blood Fountain my 2 creatures. Disciple. We do another Deadly Dispute. I have Frogmite. Okay, my board is not bad. He has a very good creature. I don't know what the hell he cut from the deck. to do those Gear 6 Serpent. I guess he's drawing really well. I don't know, cause he deadly disputed, equal, perfect prism, thought casted. I don't know. He respect my board. You see, right? A lot of worse creatures, not worse creatures, but in stats they are worse. But in synergy they are better than Gear 6. And I'm doing some damage, right? Doing damage. Paving the way. Okay, and the best card in the game one, right? he flinged he flinged my disciple with his Gear 6 Serpent. That that's how I like it. And right now he takes 8 damage. Deadly again. It's weird losing a game that he drew more than me, right? And I drew the winning card. I really don't know if he played his third Gear Serpent, and I just don't know how many Disciple he's running. Probably 3. I guess it's Juju Bing list with 3 Disciple and 3 Gear 6. I think it's that list. Let's go to the game 2. Okay. So here, probably many people would think it's better to side in Pyroblast. You saw, I've seen 3 Gear 6, probably 4 Thoughtcast, now plus 3 at 4 Hydra. So Pyroblast is probably good, but I don't know what's good, so I didn't bring it. I just thought that I could see you cutting at least 1 Galvanic Blast for Pyro. Uh, it's not bad, I guess. I just brought 4 cards, right? 2 Shenanigans and no, 3 cards, 5 cards. Sorry, 2 Shenanigans, 2 Cast Down, and 1 Diabolic Edict. I guess Diabolic Edict is good in this matchup because all creatures are good. All creatures are important for for the deck. Against me, it's not that good because I have Frogmite, and I thought that I his Cycle turn 1, so he's running Cycle, and I thought this hand is like very strong if he doesn't have any removal artifact spell. I draw Shenanigans, okay. Here is where I misplayed. I think it was a big misplay. I should have just Shenanigans my opponent land, but as he just played the land and passed, I was thinking it's a clearly a Hydroblast, so probably it's better to do double Chromatic Star. So let's see. I don't know. And I instantly lose the game. Instantly lose the game. It's hard. On the draw, when your opponent have Grudge turn 2, 3, and you just have those artifacts, it's almost GG. With a good clock, I guess I cast down it. Yes. Just cast down. He's drawing a lot of cards. and I just concede because I have to chump block it, and I'm not winning doing that. So let's go to the game 3. Let's see if I change anything. Okay, this time I changed. Actually, I changed it. Governing Blast for a Pyro. So let's go. I always think I don't have to mulligan this hand because it's easily beatable. Because I don't have a good board. I just have I have good cards, but it's both side. So I don't know. My opponent can Galvanic Blast, Hydro, and I lose the game. But I prefer to keep this hand and mulligan because it's normal to mulligan to a no land hand. So at least I have lands. So I prefer to keep it. And it's a good start for me. He's playing Darksteel Citadel. It's not colored mana. Colored. It's not a bad start, but he doesn't have any colored mana yet. So I have to enjoy this moment. Doing my killing line there. Turn 3, not lethal, but can threat some lethal. Can threat. And that's a very good turn for me, not for him. I don't know, I guess now it's lethal. Yeah, it's lethal. He gave me a target for shenanigans. And it was a weird game, I guess. I was not expecting to winning with that hand. But you know, as I said, you have to keep it. I guess you have lands. I drew. I didn't draw any artifact draw spell. Permanent. Icor, Terrarium, Chromatic Star, Blood Fountain. Nothing. I just win the good flanking crit. Not flanking, but I forgot the word. But you understand. Okay, let's go to the that. Oh, okay, in the next round I just conceded to a friend of mine. So let's go to the quarter final. I was 5-0, right? So that's why I conceded in the last round. I didn't need to play it. A lot of players do that. They don't need to play it. So if they prefer just to rest some half an hour or more, they just concede. And that's what I did. Okay, guys? So here's a fellow friend from MTGO. I don't know. I guess he's Italian. I don't know. But he is playing Affinity, so I already know. And he's playing Grixis because he said to me that he doesn't trust red black Affinity. So let's go. This is a problem. I think it's a problem here. I don't know when MTGO, if it's possible to MTGO change that. But I really think I passed like in the second or first place, and I am on the draw against the 7th or 8th place. So I do think that's wrong, because a lot of I'm not gaining anything to doing well on the Swiss rounds. So they should change this, specifically in this matchup, because you know a lot of players that already play with Affinity knows that who's on the play have a lot of the advantage. I already spoiled it. So, but let's go. Let's see. Okay, he's mulligan to 6, and I kept a good hand. Like, it's a good hand until I realized that I drew a blood fountain and I don't have any black source. Okay, so I wish that this was a prism. I don't know. Here again, I don't know. I probably should have Galvanic Blast Cycle again. I, I constantly do that play because I think I am delaying his game, but it's not good. Just Galvanic discard. Just Galvanic discard. Because at least I would have blockers, you know. Right now I can't attack him, and even if he has a way to attack me and I have to block it, I will be losing life because of Cycle. So I just should have killed this creature and hope to block it, jump block it all the game until I draw something good. I even have a chance to Blood Fountain at some point and bring those creatures back to block more and more, and just hope him not to fling me. That is the play. He had a Blood Fountain, but even though I guess it's the right play to do that. And he asked me if I'm playing with red black, and I said to him I'm playing mono red Affinity because of my mana base. And here I just lose the game. I don't know if I could win this game, but probably not killing Cyple. Let's see. I guess I would win this game if I killed Cyple. Cause no, I don't know. Let's see. Let me think. He wouldn't sack his Dark Steel, so in this turn he would have 4 mana, so he could Blood Fountain or only Cyple. And my following turn I'm doing Atok, and he's untapping and would have Fling. And I guess I don't know if I would win this game. Yeah. Or if I can't see my next draw. The only way was drawing okay, draw Atok, sacking Ichor if I drew another Galvanic to try to kill some artifact. I don't know. But was a bad play. Okay, let's go to the game 2. Okay, now I am on the play. Side out the same cards and bring the same. Let's go. I like this hand, and he's mulligan to 5. And those who don't know, I really think sometimes you mulligan to 5 because you get mana screw more than you get colored screw than mana screw. It's normal. Okay, I breach first turn 1. A Blood Fountain, a good turn 1. Perfect Prism. Okay. I hope to draw a land. Good card. I sack for second Cycle on the play. And that's probably I'm really ahead when your opponent is sacking his artifacts while you have 2 Cycle on the board. Yeah, I guess it's I just hit for 4. And here is another thing you can see. I didn't proactively deadly dispute my Corel Spring. I guess I should have, in case I drew another Frogmite or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or Mirror Enforcer, because I would cast with my treasure token. So I should have deadly disputed. Mirror Enforcer. So here I deadly in response. And I draw Mirror Force. I drew. Reinforcer. It's very little here. 2 Galvanic Blast and the treasure token. I just Galvanic his face. Galvanic again. I don't want to show him my cast down. Maybe he forgets that I used that card in the game tree. So let's go to the game tree. No change, so let's go. I know that I don't have any red source, but I have the best combination, that is Disciple, Mirror and Blood Fountain. So along the game, even if he kills early game my Disciple, probably I would bring back that creature. He starts with Bridge, and I drew Great Furnace. And now it's the first time on the tournament that I have turn 2 shenanigans against my opponent. And the guy played 2 Dark Steel, the 2 indestructible lands, and I like, oh, no man, I just want to win one game with my hate, and I can't. And I couldn't overcome. So I was very, very sad. So he played a ATOG. So here I prefer to not shenanigans his land, even though I could delay his game. So don't know if it was good. It will just crack for ATOG, but not that it isn't a problem. But here what happened, let's see. Deadly Disputed, okay. He sack for red, he Galvanic Blasted. Here is the good moment for thing. He passes priority, I pass him back. He passes priority for me because it is a block. And he have priority again. And I don't know if I should let him doing me damage or sacking his Chromatic Star, because it's very good to cast down it if he sack any artifact. It can be Chromatic Star that is free, but it's already one less artifact on the board for him. But he didn't sack anything and pass priority back. The problem is, should I wait for his? I kind of get, I don't know, but I don't think taking 1 damage is good right now, because we are even with our Disciple. So 1 life matter here. So for me, I thought that it would be better cast down it. It's 1 damage, okay? I'm having a difficult time, and I didn't draw any land. So here I do a Icor. Now I draw land. Here's the time. Should I attack him? I guess I should have attacked him because I have 2 blood token. It was probably the right play to attack him. And we are 14-14. He do the best play. So I sack my blood token because shenanigans do nothing in this moment of the game. So I have to do that play, because if I wait I will take 1 more damage than him. Diabolic Edict is a good card. First, again, I should have attacked, because probably he would think he will have 0 disciples and I would have won, and so I am ahead of in the game. So wouldn't be a bad play to attack first. I mean, I don't know. I just it's hard to say. It's hard to say if I was. I don't remember to be tilted, but I guess I was not playing well because I was thinking why I don't draw any creature, right? But I have creatures here with blood fountain. So attacking was a good line first, right? Because as I said, he would have 1 Disciple and I 0. Theoretically, I would have 0, right? But in the next turn, I would Blood Fountain for 2 creatures. So I misplayed here. Of course, I don't know if he will block it. And now the best part of Affinity is drawing a lot of lands. That was a weird game. And another one. So first I attack. Now, when I tapped my lands, I show that my only play is to crack Blood Fountain. I should just have attacked. Let's see. Galvanic Blasted. He's attacking me. Blood Fountain. Sack my blood token. Trying to draw any card, any card. Not drawing any card. Attack again. Sack my fountain. Here Enforcer. And he draws the lethal. It was a very weird game. Very weird game. It was a very frustrating loss, to be honest. It was very frustrating. I could play it better. Very. I don't know if he will accept my traits, but it was the right play to attack very early in the game, knowing that I had 2 Blood Fountain on the board. Maybe he wouldn't block it because Blood Fountain is on the board, so he knows that I can sack for more my bad creatures. But yeah, it was it. I 5-0 and lost in the top 8 on the against the mirror. In both challenges I top 8'd and I lost to the mirror. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let a comment right below what you want to say to me, if it's getting better. I know I have some problem with some words in English. So see you guys for the next. Probably will be always challenge videos. If I play in a league, I will post it too. So see you guys and bye.